So this will be the first time that I'm shooting the CZ82. This is the ammo in 9mm Makarov. I've never shot this before. See how well it does. So this ammo is a little bit heavier or a little bit more powerful than 380, but not as powerful as a regular 9mm Luger. So line is hot, ears in, eyes on. Let's see how this performs. It kicks. It definitely kicks, but like any good CZ, it feels like it performs well. Next, we're going to let's shoot the Glock 20 in 10mm, eyes and ears on. Glock 20 mag, line's hot, firing ready. That's our Glock 20, 10mm. All right, next is we'll do the old classic Colt 1911, 45 ACP. Colt 1911, 45 ACP. Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm. Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm. Beretta 92XI 9mm. Beretta 92XI 9mm. Glock 43X with PSA mini Dagger slide and shield red dot. Glock 43X with a shield mini Dagger, sorry, shield red dot mini Dagger PSA slide. Smith & Wesson Model 10 38 Special. Smith & Wesson Model 10 38 Special. Smith & Wesson 686 Performance Center 357 mag. Smith & Wesson 686 Performance Center 357 mag. Smith & Wesson 686 5-inch barrel and 357 mag. Smith & Wesson 686 5-inch barrel, 357 mag. The Walther PPK in 380, the famous James Bond gun, the coolest, most impractical gun ever made. Probably won't even hit anything. The Walther PPK in 380. The Smith & Wesson Model 29 in 44 mag. The Dirty Harry gun. Not a very pleasant gun to shoot. It's like shooting a shotgun in your hand. Smith & Wesson Model 29 in 44 mag. Old Western kind of gun. 45 Colt. Ruger Vaquero. It's a single shot. What is a single shot? Single shot says when you pull the trigger, only one thing happens. So this hammer's got to be back. If we look at a double action is first action, the hammer goes back. Second action, it goes forward. Handle back, handle forward, or hammer back, hammer forward. That's a double action because there's two actions that happen. This is a single action. When you pull the trigger, nothing happens. You have to pull the hammer back for it to fire. Something in the news in the last couple years about that. Old West gun. 35 Colt. 45 Colt, sorry. I have to pull the hammer back every time I want to shoot it. Ruger Vaquero 45 Colt, or Colt 45, however you want to say it. Smith & Wesson M&P in 22 caliber. Smith & Wesson M&P in 22 caliber. We're going to do a red dot shuffle. We got the 4 red dots, the G20, that's the 10mm Glock. G43, that's 9mm carry Glock. Then I got my Smith & Wesson 9mm M&P, and then I got the Beretta 92X and 9mm. They all got MMR, they all got red dots on them. So we're going to just go all 4 and see which one we get the best hits with. Starting with the G20 10mm. The idea is not to spend too much time trying to aim, but just go with the shots. I think the Beretta won that one. What do you think? Little safety thing. I think it's important to point out for anybody who's a new shooter, because I met this dude who made targets, or he made me a couple targets. He's a welder, and they were 90-degree angle. If you notice this target, which you know is a professionally made target, it angles downward. That way when the bullet hits it, any fragments or ricochets go into the dirt. You don't ever want it like 90 degrees to you. There's a video on active self-protection where John Correa shows a video of a dude did exactly that. He had a and these are special steel. These are not normal steel targets, right? It would go right through regular steel. So this guy had a regular you know, a bullet resistant steel, and he hit it, ricochet back, and in the video you see the guy take a shot, then he rubs his chest and he drops dead. The ricochet fragment cut his aorta. So whenever you're doing targets, metal targets, make sure they're pointed in that direction. Just a very important thing to know. I just had to bring it up. So out of all these pistols, there's only really 3 that are practical and 2 that I would actually use, right? Now this could be 4th, the G20, but it's 10 millimeter. It's just such a big gun, such a heavy round. Unless I'm going camping where mountain lions or bears are an issue, this one probably with very specific purpose, right? But sign at number 3, the Beretta. The Beretta 92XI, it's just a beautiful gun. Shoots very, very smooth. When you're shooting 9mm, it feels like 22. The compensator works great. It definitely makes it a pleasure to shoot. And it's very accurate, and it works very well. The trigger is amazing. You know, the reset is like, you're not even sure if it reset because it's such a small reset. Beautiful gun. That's number 3. Number 2 is going to be the Smith & Wesson M&P. Gotta put Loctite on there. And great gun. This is my bedside gun. Very practical. It's just for carry, it's a little too big for me to carry, but for everything else, absolutely. And then number 1 is the 43X, the Glock 43X, and whether it's the slide that came with it, the original Glock slide, or this Dagger, which is a PSA mini Dagger slide, so I can get the MMR or the red dot on there. This is a great gun. Never had a misfire, and it's small enough for me to carry, and very light. Very dependable gun. There you have it. Sun's about to go down, and we got through all the pistols today. Very good. That's what I call a good Sunday.